Whoa. Well, hey there, and welcome to Anomaly Adventures. I'm Anomaly, and I just got in the mail, I haven't even opened it yet, a brand new camera. I'm so excited, and we're gonna open it and look at all the stuff, and then we're gonna compare it to one of the other cameras I have. So let's check it out. This is an Akaso Brave 7. It's brand new, just came out a few months ago. I was researching action cameras, and the GoPro is kind of the obvious choice, but it's very expensive. So I was looking at brands like the Akaso, the DJI Action, and the Insta360, which is a 360-degree camera, but it's also an action camera. Akaso had a lot of features that I was looking for. Front-facing lens, voice control, underwater, but they were releasing a new one at the time I was researching. So I said, well, I'm going to hold off. I ended up getting this little beauty, the GoPro Hero 9, and I love it. It's a great camera. It's got some flaws, which GoPro lovers probably know about, but all right, so let's get started opening this bad boy up. I've got my X-Acto knife. Gone ahead and pre-ordered this because I really wanted to see how it compared to the GoPro. It is about a third of the price, if not a quarter of the price of the GoPro, depending on which package you get with the GoPro. All right, here she is. So here's the packaging. It looks very similar to other Akaso cameras, the packaging. It's got the tall box with the plastic. So it's got dual color screens, waterproof camera to IPX8, which means you can actually take it underwater. The IPX rating goes from like splash proof to waterproof. So the higher the number, the better the waterproofing. It does 4K at 30 frames per second and takes 20 megapixel photos. So it's got diving mode, voice control. It supports an external mic, which is huge. And guess what doesn't support an external mic? This guy, unless you get the media mod. That's huge. It has multiple shooting modes, slow motion, and it comes with a wireless remote control. The GoPro came with the camera, a battery, and a charging cord. And it came with a little nut and this little mount right here, the little snap-in mount. So, we'll see. Okay, let's attempt to open this thing. Here we go. I always usually just rip into things, but usually there's a little tab that we pull. Okay, so the box is really sturdy. It's got this plastic insert, and there it is. Check it out. Super cute. All right, now this is the box. So we clip this out. Or I guess I could just unscrew it also. Okay. So it's got some plastic over the front lens and the front screen. It's even got, oh, okay, well, doesn't look like these fold down like the GoPro. The GoPro has these little feet, the little tabs on the bottom that fold down to the body, but it's got something. Let's see. Looks like it's got a case. Let's take the little case off. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, so I took the frame off. Accidentally, the little top came off, but don't mind my dog, guys. Okay, I'm still trying to get this little thing back on here. Okay, there we go. I think that's how it goes. All right, so let's take a look at this thing. So here it is next to the GoPro. I'll take the, okay. So here they are side by side without anything on them except for my little dead kittens on my GoPro. You can see it's definitely smaller by about 1/4 of an inch. It's slightly thinner and it is, yeah, a little shorter. So the camera itself does not have the built-in little mount like GoPro does. GoPro has this super cool thing where just the little guys just come out of the bottom there. I really like that about this camera because sometimes you just don't, you forget to bring the additional mount. Okay, this is super cute. So far I've got the camera, the frame, and it looks like the frame is where it's got some kind of input there, or that, oh, that might be for the microphone, because it looks like the microphone's right here on the side. The shutter button is at the top. It looks like we've got an up and down button here. That's probably just for menu navigation. We've got the back screen, of course. I don't know where the, let's see. So here's the door for the batteries on the bottom. And then over here, there is what might be a button. It looks like this is probably where the, yeah. So here's where your charging ports or your charging port and your mini SD card. So you will need a micro SD card for this. So let's just see what else we've got. We've got this little thing, which I can, it was on here somewhere and now I can't. Oh, I think it ties this to the mount. Is that right? Comment below if I'm completely off base about that. We've got a screw and this little, I guess this isn't really a mount, it just mounts on. All right, let's explore what's in the box. Oh my gosh, so much stuff. Akaso always puts so much stuff in there with their cameras. Quick start guide. Okay, so now we'll go through all this stuff. I love, this is the, Akaso is a great company. They include a battery charger with their camera. You've got to buy that separately for the GoPro. Here is a charging cord with a USB-C connector. Here is a battery. So pretty much the same as the other Akaso batteries, little square. Silica gel, don't eat that, guys. Okay, so we've got some lens cleaner, some stickies to mount your camera onto, or to mount your mounts onto like your helmet, your car dashboard, and then there's some little tethers. Okay. Oh, here is... So here's the remote control. I'm pretty sure with the previous Brave and the previous Akasos, you had a wristband remote. So this, you actually can change modes. You can start recording and you can turn it on and off. That's huge. And you can put like a little lanyard or something on there. Very, very cool. I love this. Oh, and it looks like you can charge this. It says DC in. So, a chargeable remote. That's really cool. Okay, now the mounts. We've got got 2 click-in mounts. I call these click-in mounts because you use this to click in. Okay. And then it's got the sticky stuff on the bottom. So you can put this on your motorcycle helmet, your bike helmet, whatever you can think of or want. It's slightly curved. Okay. So it goes like, I can't get it in right now, but it's much harder to do this than with the GoPro. I don't know why, but it snaps in like that. And then the camera attaches. Well, you have to put the frame on. See, that's the other thing about this. You have to have it in the frame to attach it to anything. So, pros and cons, pros and cons. Okay, so you've got 2 of those. This is a little... So this has the 2 tab to the 3 tab with another nut on there. You've got some extra, I don't know if you can see those in the bag. Those are just, there's one that has a tripod thread, which I love these because then you can attach it to a tripod just like a camera. Okay. And then this one, just, oh yeah, so they're similar. This one has a little screw, so you can adjust that part, and this just has that. Okay, so far so good. Here is the quintessential handlebar mount. I can't believe that they include all these mounts. So this goes onto your bicycle handlebar. You can attach your action camera. Another battery. This is amazing. This is truly amazing. 2 batteries. 2 batteries, guys. I can't even believe it. Akaso, man. Okay, these are an assortment of Velcro straps just to give you more flexibility in where and how you attach this camera to things. Let's see. We've got a little, and I know some of these have official names. Like I think this might be a J mount because it's shaped like a J. But a lot of them I don't know the official names for. And again, this is a clip-in, so you could put this, stick it onto your car's dashboard and use it as a dash cam or record your voyages, your adventures. They give you so many options, and that's what I love about it. It's like there's a million ways to use these. Here is another 3 to 2 connector. And this is the same thing. Okay, so this is everything. Oh, and here is a strap. A strap with a little buckle so you can tighten it. So whatever you would use that for, I'm not really sure, but so here's what you get with the GoPro, you know, including the battery and a charging cable. And this is what you get with the Akaso. Okay, so let's take the paper off of here and see if we can get the battery in here and take a look at it. It's looking good. A nice little solid. It's really solid. It's definitely metal all around. The beautiful, I don't know how big that screen is, but we'll get a battery in here and show you. Okay, open up. These usually have a little charge on them, so we'll see what. And then with the tab, I don't know if you guys know what the tab is for. It's just so you can easily pull the battery out when you need to. So that's why that tab is there. Definitely do not take that off. Now, one thing you'll have to be really sure if you're going to take this underwater, that you make sure the battery door is absolutely sealed, because that is where the water gets in. I learned with my DJI. Okay, so let's see if we can turn this guy on. That was cool. So here it is. No SD card. All right, I'm gonna get an SD card in here and I'll be right back. All right, I thought I'd show you guys how to put your SD card in. So we're gonna, looks like this little guy, oh, it's a, I can't figure out if it's up or down, or, oh, well, hold on. Okay, so you just push your thumb down on the whole cover and it comes off. There is a little button, so it's kind of confusing. We're gonna do my Samsung 64 gig. Okay, so it wants me to format the card. So please format card. Okay guys, I've been doing a little reading and I figured out how to change between the front and the back. There's the little up and down buttons on the side and you press the down, press and hold the down button, okay? Hey, there I am. Huh, cool. It's a tiny little screen, but it works. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys around this camera just a little bit, and then we are going to charge it up, take it out, and see what it can do. Okay, so let's power this guy on and see what we can do with it. So you can turn that noise off if it annoys you, but when the power's on, you'll see a blue light at the top. You can only do one screen at a time, so you can either do the back screen or the front screen, but you cannot do them both at the same time. And as you see, I have the little frame on it right now, so I can hold it a little bit better. Down here is going to be your mode that you are currently in. So I've been playing around with it, and right now I'm in long exposure. So if you want to see all of your options, you can tap that. And it's in photo mode at the top. And these are all your options for photo mode. So you've got just a photo, self-timer, you've got a burst photo. If you're trying to catch some action shots or like pets or kids, burst photo is really good for that. Time lapse in photo mode, which is handy if you want to have individual photos of a time lapse, and then you can kind of stitch those together in an editing software. There's long exposure, and so I was kind of wanting to see long exposure, what your options were for that. So if you go into the little settings button, here are all of your options for each little mode. So we want to go to exposure time, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. So you can do up to a 60-second exposure, which is really cool. Your white balance, your meter, your sharpness, filter, you've got natural, black and white, sepia, retro, gorgeous, warm, code, not sure what that is, red, green, blue, photo quality, you can choose between fine, normal, and economy if you're low on space. Okay, so it's got a ton of different little settings. Your resolution, how big of a file size do you want? It does up to 20. Okay, and then we X out of that. And we go over to video. We've got regular video, we've got slow motion, time lapse, a still photo. So I guess if you, let's see. So if you're doing a video and you just want to take a still, I bet you that's how you do that. Not sure what driving mode is. So I'd be interested to play around with driving mode. Maybe you guys let me know if you have been doing some research on this, what driving mode might be. Wi-Fi, when you need to get your pictures onto your phone or your laptop, you could just do it through Wi-Fi, wireless. Okay. I think if you pull down here, you can power off from the touch screen, which is pretty darn cool. I kind of like that idea. You can also lock your screen. Don't want to do that right now. I think if we swipe from the left. Oh, okay. So we're swiping between modes. So we've got photo mode, video mode, and that's it. Okay. So that's how you swipe left or right. Up or down is your lock and power, and swiping up is you've got, okay, so when it's in photo mode and you swipe up, then you have a different options. You can, or your resolution and your metering, center, average, or spot. And it looks like that's it for that, and swipe back down. And then here's the play button, and you can see your album of all the things that you've done. Okay, and then of course, to get to that front screen, you hit this button for 3 seconds, and there is the front screen. So, you know, that's the one downside is you cannot have both screens on at the same time. And in the GoPro, you can do that. And I'm assuming that, okay, so right now I'm pushing the up button on the side and the zooming in. It doesn't obviously have a zoom lens, but it just means it's like magnifying. 1.5, okay. So I wonder if you can change this to do different things and customize them. I'm not sure about that. I haven't looked into that yet. And the other thing, I was doing some research, and you do have to use Akaso's microphone. Okay, you can't just get a regular microphone with a jack. You have to get a USB-C is the only way. I'm assuming they make cages for these guys where you can attach different kinds of inputs to it, but I haven't looked into that too much. So I think up here, the little camera tells you that you're in photo mode. Let's see if we go to video mode, then it changes to a video camera and it tells you how much you have left. Oh, so let's look at, oh, I guess if you touch up here, it takes all the information away so you can just see the screen. And then again, like with the photo, we can change our resolution. So we can do 4K at 30 frames, 2.7K at 30 frames. We can do 1080 at 60 frames. 1080 at 30, 720 at 120 frames. So 720 is not going to give you great resolution, but you can get super duper slow motion. These would be good for like Facebook videos. Okay, down to 720 at 30. You can do your metering. Let's see, so if I choose that, and then, oh, okay, so you can choose the steady shot right from this little corner right here. Alrighty. So that is just a quick look at the Akaso, its settings, and some of the fun things that you can do with it. I have a lot of playing around to do with this, and I'm going to make a separate video about comparing the GoPro with the Akaso. Right now, this thing keeps turning itself on, so I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, guys. Same shirt, different day. So I realized that this whole unboxing video is just taking way too much time. And what I'm going to do is do a side-by-side comparison of the GoPro and the Akaso. Akaso? Tell me down below, what is it? So I'm going to do my side-by-side comparison of the GoPro and the Akaso in another video. So you guys don't have to watch like a 40-minute video of camera comparisons. There's every loud noise that can be heard going on in my neighborhood right now. So, all right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. This is such a cute little camera, and it does so many fun things, and I really can't wait to just take it out and explore with it. But I hope you got a good idea of what the Akaso Brave 7 can do, and I can't wait to show you guys the side-by-side with the GoPro. I think for a quarter of the price, a third of the price, it's gonna be a serious competitor. So we'll see. All right, guys, well, stay adventurous, and we will see you next time. Bye.